Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
AKAPADers, welcome back. So this is the 31 Days of Dread, but this is also Extended. D-E-D. Dead. D-E-D, dead. That's an old Dom DeLuise bit there. I believe it was one of the Mel Brooks, he says it in. One of the Mel Brooks movies. It's escaping me. Might have been Robin Hood, Men in Tights. We're talking weapons today, 2025. This is heralded as the greatest horror movie of the year, outside of Bring Her Back. It's these two. It's a two-headed dragon. Just when it comes to taste. Maybe you like more of a structured storytelling, go to Bring Her Back. If you'd like a little bit of different points of views, title cards of different characters, but seeing everything merging up at the end, I guess that's the whole explanation, spoiler of the narrative there. You can watch this movie. Now, let's just go back real quick. Zach Cregger, this is the mastermind behind this movie. He's gotten more than enough praise. I wasn't crazy for Barbarian 2022. It just wasn't. He's also making the new Resident Evil movie that comes out, I believe, next year. So here's the thing. His career, let's just go to when we're making movies, when you become a film writer, a film director. I think when it comes from the people from my world, my side, you kind of have the idea that as long as you have a story to tell, you can tell a good story. It doesn't matter the obstacles thrown at you. You can tell a good story. This is evident. So in 2009, he made a movie called Miss March. It's a Playboy reference. It's a Playboy-sponsored movie. 2009, around this time, we're at the tail end of, what was it, the House Bunnies? What was the Playboy Hugh Hefner, where he dated the three girls? Whatever reality show that was a shot of adrenaline to the Playboy brand. At that point, Playboy went away for a little. It came back, and a lot of times, as they do, when they come back and they're cultural and impactful, some of these icons, brands, franchises, they never go away. They're here forever. This is a little bit what I feel like is happening right now with Alien and Predator. I feel like if any of the Terminator movies were accepted, I'll say, because you guys know I love Genesis. Terminator would be similar, and I'm just using quick movie references here so we can track this. But Mr. Cregger here, he comes in at the tail end of this Playboy spike, where Playboy got multiple movies. They became a romantic comedy brand. It's a little bit of the early 2000s American cinema, or just American film going, we'll say, not cinema, but American film going that isn't really referenced. No one really tracks and pays attention to what really happens with romantic comedies. But Zach Cregger, so he comes in and he makes Miss March, and Miss March is maybe we'll talk about it one day. It's there. It's good. From that point on, 2009, we go all the way to 2022, Barbarian. My issues with Barbarian, it's just simple. The woman, the captive woman that's discovered in the tunnel at the end appears to have superhuman powers, and it kind of just becomes a little bit of a chase movie. Now, I'll compare it to how House of a Thousand Corpses becomes a chase movie at the end, or even Rob Zombie's Halloween follow-up. Too much of a chase at the end. We want a little bit more. It's hard to define, but I kind of zone out. And maybe that could just be me. A lot of people out there absolutely love Barbarian. So let's go to 2025. Let's go to this year. He is producer for Companion. This is an AI robot gone wrong, but it's more of a crime heist. I'm going to screw over my criminal friends movie. Companion, I absolutely loved Companion. Companion, top-notch movie. Ready to go. I enjoyed it. And then we have Weapons. Director, writer, producer. He's got a full cast. Maybe his most complete cast. I mean, he's got his Julia Garner, a.k.a. That's Our Silver Surfer. Amy Madigan. This is our villain. Josh Brolin. He's got Alden Ehrenreich, he plays such a crooked POS cop. Austin Abrams, he plays a junkie. Maybe the best performance in the movie. And we got Benedict Wong playing his scene is, and you guys just have to wait for it. It's crazy. And then, like, with Barbarian, we have a little bit of a cameo by Justin Long. This movie got so much attention, so much hype. A lot of times when I go into films like this, I hesitate. I need to take a step back. It's almost like I just almost don't want to see the movie. My anxiety and anticipation of this movie being what it should be, what I'm told it should be. And often that's not the case. But it works both ways with me, because I'm highly looking forward to the new Tron movie, and people love trashing Jared Leto. They will never let him make a good blockbuster. He's just not allowed to. So for example, I would go into Tron Ares with a different perspective, with ready for something different. With Weapons, with horror. Again, limited. Like, you have a good cast, but it's a limited cast. I mean, we just went through the main characters. $48 million budget, made $266 off the back end. And there was a little bit of a viral campaign going into the release of this movie, where we see these kids running in the street. And then you start watching the movie. And I think we're at a Blade Runner aspect of this movie, where do we or do we not have the narration? Do we need the narration in this movie? I favor the Blade Runner narration, because I do claim that you cannot follow that movie otherwise. A lot of people know the movie from the narration and all the other commentary and things that have been said about it now for a few decades. They insert what they already know into the movie. Very different. So Weapons opens with a narration I wasn't expecting. But we're told what happens with these kids. I think it's 2:14 at night in the morning, 2:17 in the morning. I guess none of these parents burn the midnight oil and toil in their garages or basements and work on things to maybe bring, maybe get, like, no one's got a side hustle in this neighborhood. So the kids leave, no one sees them, they're caught on camera, and then the mystery unfolds. And we get multiple main characters. We see them trying to figure things out from their point of view. And then we get this drug kid, and the drug kid kind of becomes this, like, nuclear bomb. And that's where things start to unravel for this, what's her name? Gladys, right? What's her name? What's the... Gladys, Aunt Gladys. Excuse me. And it's something to behold. Because what she's doing, no one knows she's there. Like, she's under the radar. She doesn't exist. She is committing the perfect crime. Now, I may have to rewatch the movie. I don't know what she wants with the children. At the end of the movie, we're told that they're leaving the next day. And this is where, like, all hell breaks loose. She's still under the radar. People don't know who she is. She's somewhat untraceable. but she's clearly a witch. And at this point, when we realize, and it's all with the Benedict Wong scene, which is like it's pretty horrific. This movie has gore. This movie has violence. There's only a few moments of gore and violence, but they are impactful. Plenty of dreamlike and creepy sequences and kind of forced jump scares, but highly effective. But Gladys is committing the perfect crime until this crackhead starts to unravel it. And when that happens, we do want to know, what was the intent with these 17 children? I mean, it's one hell of a thing. She has the power to hypnotize people, to somewhat control people or have people do things. She's a very powerful witch, and she's at the end of her life cycle, so she's desperate. She's like an old hungry bear that needs to eat the camper or eat the garbage or wander away from its reserve because it can no longer hunt. Really cool stuff. There's so many wide open-ended questions and weapons that it makes the movie infinitely more interesting. Now they're talking about maybe a prequel or a sequel that deals with Gladys. I hope that never happens. I think this movie is perfect and unique. I think this movie is to be studied. This is everything I was hoping to get out of Barbarian. It's a little shocking to me that Barbarian did get this level of attention, but you know, I can see where Barbarian blew people away, where it just caught them off guard, because the premise is there, and we're dealing with, even with Barbarian, we're I think what Zach does is we've seen these concepts before. Maybe we haven't seen enough of these. Like, we just haven't seen them enough. Then he's going to take them. He's going to take the possession trope. He's going to take the weirdo that kidnaps women trope, and he's going to truly spin it, put it on its head. Very similar to Bring Her Back. Again, that's a resurrection cult movie. We've seen it before. But what we're doing now is, I think we're using the range of cinema to tell some of these stories. We're using sight and sound. We're putting things on screen and drawing it out and making things like a slow burn and building and having some of these payoffs available, like setting up some of these payoffs within the first few frames of the movie. Again, advanced storytelling, advanced cinema methods. It's there. I cannot recommend Weapons enough. It's a movie you have to watch. It's important. So please, AKAPADers, the film buff here, go check it out.
Okay, that's a wrap.